Why not die just for a little bit of action? There's 2 at the very least. You want none, son. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Miss Survival. I'm your host, the Birdman known as Falcon. This right here is a light. It's a torch that I put up so that we have more of a welcoming environment. You know, at night it get kind of spooky. So we have this bad boy over here burning. You actually light this guy up with biofuel, which I have plenty of because I've been burning my animal fat finally over here in my cooking pot. Now today, I mentioned to you guys, should we go and investigate this military base I've heard about, or the town? And most of you guys mentioned the town because apparently I could get some good supplies from the town. And looking at the map online, I think the town is over to the northeast. Been doing some more organization again, which is all good. I also set up the chicken fence over here. You see how there's a chicken fence behind this? Basically put them up anywhere you see boards and zombies will not be able to destroy, and at least for now. I'm pretty sure eventually they'll probably change that. But for now, I gotta build some more down over here as well. And some other ones, but again, we'll do that some other time. Right now, it's a matter of taking a bit of a road trip. So let's put down the purification right down through here. Works for me. Actually, let's place it right over here. And we'll build it with this wrench that apparently, it's not in my inventory whatsoever, but apparently we just have a wrench. I think we are ready to hit the road, so how about we start off, I'm not even sure what you were doing there, but thank you. I will digest you now. As you can see, I've rested. It's 6 in the morning, so we have plenty of daytime ahead of us going forward. I'll take that. I have about 20 gallons worth of fuel in the vehicle, but just in case, I'll take this guy as well so we could fill up some more as we go along. And in terms of food, let's just have ourselves this fella right here. My dry meat is still there hanging out. Haven't used it just yet. We'll eventually use it, but it's not really that necessary at the moment. And let's have ourselves you. And I think that's going to be perfectly good for the road. Alright. Oh, I also have myself a water barrel in case the bandits do show up, even after a little trick that we did. They can't get in because of this bad boy here. So for now, let's just move you to the side. I shall return. Close this up. And move you right over there. In case they decide to show up when I'm not here, you'll keep them from going inside. Scotty boy is still hanging out in that shack over there. People have now dubbed that that's going to be the shack of punishment. So because Scott refuses to play by my rules, he is now punished in that shack over there. Now what I'm worried about is that, oh, I forgot to show you guys, can you guys give me a name for my dummy? That's going to be my dummy for practicing my arrow shooting. The arrows, or at least the bow in the game, it's a little bit tricky to shoot. It doesn't quite line up with the tip of the arrow. It kind of shoots off to the left a little bit, so I definitely have to practice my training when it comes to using the bow. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys. You guys give me a name for that dummy. We probably can't get around through there, so we have to go through here. My worry about the car is that I've heard horror stories on the forums about it flipping over very easily, winding up upside down, winding up stuck in a ditch and not being able to be moved anymore. So it would be really painful for me to lose this vehicle now. So I'm going to be really careful about the driving, which is really terrible because if you've seen me in any other games driving, you know I'm a terrible driver. I think that probably has something to do with me being a terrible driver in real life too. I was in a really serious incident a long time ago. I blame us in the vehicle. I wasn't driving. It was the other person driving that I blame. But I was in a very serious accident, and ever since then, I've just been completely paranoid about being in a vehicle. Even if I know the person's a good driver, I'm always just very, on edge. You know, it's one of those things, I got a little bit of the PTSD. And along the way, there's also a bandit camp that I noticed on the map that I saw online. So I definitely want to make sure that we don't trigger any bandits here. I've heard that you can't run over bandits just yet. If you try to run them over with your vehicle, they're basically like a brick wall. You just come to a straight up halt. So we probably don't want to do that. There should be a road here. I'm not sure if this is the road. No, it doesn't seem like a road to me. Kind of, maybe. Can I go through the bushes? At least I can go through the bushes. Okay. Wait, I think I see the road now. So, yeah, it just suddenly forms out of the nature. Okay. Well, you're kind of well hidden, I would say, but luckily we have found it. So I think the bandit camp's going to be somewhere off to the right-hand side. The town is going to be over to the left. So my goal here is going to be making sure that we don't trigger these guys to come after me as I'm driving by. I mean, I will probably be a big target. That's probably it right there. Yep, that's probably it right there. Ooh, that's a really cool looking bandit camp, though. I wish you could kill the bandits and they won't respawn there, because that would be like a very cool camp for us. But they do respawn, because I've gone over to my, you know that first bandit camp that we cleared out? I went back there the other day to kind of take a little peek. And yeah, they were all back there again. That and they have a vendetta against me. Now they're going to kill me. They spawn in my quote-unquote base like 3 times a day to destroy me. So I'm trying to make sure that hopefully because we switch camps, they will no longer be a problem. Alright. Well, I don't think we have to worry about any incoming trains, right? So we'll just go around. There's another dead end right there. I hope this is the right way that I'm going. There's another road over here. Should I be taking that? I don't know. I think I see something off in the distance over here, though. Unless they're just... Oh, here we go. Oh, there it is. Now, where do we leave the vehicle? I'm going to say we leave this vehicle. Look at this 360 turn in place. It's amazing. I'm going to leave you right over here, buddy, okay? So, turn off the engine. Off the car. And please make sure that you take the keys with us, because I hope that I don't come back and my car is missing. Alright, so what's here? Enemies, zombies, the mist? I got no idea. I've never been here before. This is my first time here. We have another motel for the most part, though. I'm going to take Shoddy out. I'm going to also put my volume up again, because I could have sworn I heard something, but that could have just been me. Oh no, I definitely hear something, boys. I definitely hear something. Oh, not only do I hear something, but I see something. Now, right now, if I could, I would shoot you with an arrow. But we all know what happens when you try to shoot through a window, right? No can do. It's not apparently a function or a feature in the game just yet, so you gotta go inside. As much as this kind of worries me, I kind of want to do it, because normally, if you clear out this room with zombies, you could apparently find some upgrades. Now, are we blasting or are we going under stealth mode? Well, he's in the other room next to me. Okay. Well, he's not here at least. Stand up, dog. Excuse me? Stand up. Okay, for some reason controls isn't working there for a while. Ooh! But we got some more handgun ammo, which is great. Until I could find a rifle, like a sniper rifle, which I've heard is in the game. The 9mm is still my sniping weapon. Until that actually happens. So they're next door. 1, 2, 3, 50, no idea. Scrap, I need you a lot because you're going to be part of my crafting recipes in the future. And that is what we need to take to get up there. Okay. How's my inventory looking like? You know, I got a couple more things to unlock, but as you can see, I've been fortunate when I've been doing my rounds to scavenge for items. I have found a couple of upgrades here and there, so I'm happy about that. There's a circuit board, which we need for the fridge, if I'm correct. Okay, here we go. I killed 2 zombies with 1 blast. You saw that? I shot in between them, and I guess the spread got both of them. I'm fine with that. I think we took some damage there, but for the most part, I will accept it. What the hell is this? Electronic part that's invisible. Imagine that. Oh wait, technology in this game is really beyond our comprehension, right? Invisible circuit boards. Okay, luckily no damage to our body parts. Took a little bit of damage, but otherwise it's all good. Nothing to have to patch up. Alright. Now, were you guys guarding by any chance an upgrade to the inventory system? Because that'd be great. We're finding good loot. You guys are right about coming over here for loot. This is actually so far heaven sent. I think as well the developers mentioned that he has now added respawning loot into the game. See, I can't pick that up for some reason, even though I should be able to. But after a couple of days, things will respawn on the ground. So that's good. Like before, it was kind of like limited. I guess I'll pick you up for now. But now he's added respawnable loot after a couple of days, so you don't have to worry too much about, like, you know, going completely... I mean, pillaging one area and never having the items to come back to. So there is an incentive to essentially come back at some point. We can't come in through there. I should be able to jump that fence. Let's go in through here. Now, the other thing I gotta worry about, too, is if the mist shows up, what do we do? That's a fine question, I would say. Because we are trying to survive. If the mist shows up, well, I think we can rush to my car. Or we gotta find something with doors that I could lock up behind me and take a nap for an hour or two. You know, what do you do when there's zombies outside in the mist? Well, you take a nap out in the open. What's the worst that could possibly happen? I know, even my bird even yelled at me outside. Yeah, you take a nap. Thanks a lot, bird. Appreciate it for the advice. I got it, though. Shut up. Stop making noise now. Stop it. I will come out there and fight you. Okay, so far pretty good. Cash for gold. We buy electronics. I mean, that'd be a great place for circuit boards, but apparently you don't function that well. Alright, so there's a lot to check out over here. I'm glad that we found this, though, because there's going to be a lot of loot potential. And this, so far, might be the biggest town in the game, right? So after this, I think we'll probably take a little perusal over to the military base. I've heard there's nothing in the military base other than, like, some sort of monster. But I don't think you can interact with that monster just yet. It'll probably be implemented in the future. But at the moment, there's really no point in messing with him. Other than just seeing him being like, ooh, what's that? Thought I saw a bandit through the window right now. It's going to be like, oh god, that's no good. Alright. How about, since things are going pretty good right now, we handle the old save? Because just in case I die, I ain't about to drive all the way out here again, dog. Recording a video. It's fine if I die off camera, you know, when I'm, like, you know, doing my own farming for items. But for the... Hello. Hello, bandits. Hola. You know, is there a particular reason why we can't coexist with these guys, by the way? Like, is there a particular reason why I can't be part of their tribe? I mean, in a civilization where zombies have apparently taken over this entire part of the world, I'm not sure if it's an entire global phenomenon, but at least here, like, what's the problem with me being part of their, you know, their little tribe? It's just one extra, you know, one extra set of hands and feet to help them out, to find stuff, you know, pillage stuff. I'm not really sure what the problem is with these bandits, but I would be welcoming myself. I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, sure, you're a human. We gotta stick together with these freaking zombies out here, but of course, there wouldn't be much survival aspect if that was the case, huh? I mean, you could point out to any other zombie media out in there in the world, either comic books, movies, video games. Well, Falcon, why are there always bad people? Well, because bad people are greedy. Instead of helping each other as humankind in a zombie apocalypse, we decide to come after each other because we all want what's left over in the world. That human greed function. The only reason it doesn't happen in real life without the zombie apocalypse is because, like, you know, you have laws in place, so you can't necessarily be a complete savage. But once the laws in the world fall down, savagery just takes over, man, that instinct to survive. Instead of helping our fellow men, it's like, nah, dog, I'm gonna kill you for that stuff you got right there. I mean, we already kind of do it in day-to-day life. I mean, you hear about all those crimes all the time. I'm not trying to get philosophical on you over here, believe me. I'm just saying, I'm over here just diarrhea of the mouth because I'm nervous. And that's what I do when I'm nervous. I just talk and talk. But hopefully, the talking kind of gives you a little bit of something to listen to as we kind of do our little perusal about here. We have apparently a cafeteria of some kind, more components. Now, what I found out about this game is that most of the stuff that you need to build, like advanced things, like the bucket that I had for the purifier before we left, I didn't make that myself. I actually found a bucket near the farm. So what I'm trying to get at here is that the game has really important components needed for advanced crafting in certain locations that if you take the time to go out and look for them, you will find them. And what I'm trying to get at here with that is that because of that, I'm thinking that if we come to this town, there might be something really important here that we could probably use for some advanced crafting. And I really liked that about the game. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Dark Souls in a weird way. And I think the creator of the game purposely did that because there's actually, I haven't seen it myself, but I've seen screenshots on the Steam forum of there's a little like statue of a Dark Souls character and a shelf somewhere. So it's like an Easter egg essentially. But I believe that the creator of the game kind of went into this game with that aspect in mind. Where like, yeah, you could build everything you need, but if you take the time to explore and look around, you could find some really good stuff. Okay. What time is it? My friend, it's 9:52, almost 10. Luckily there's no fog or mist action just yet, so that's good. Sugar. You know what I haven't found in a very long time, and by a long time I mean, there it is. That right there. I have not found, this freaking bird is just going nuts outside now. He's just like squawking a squawk. There's like no reason why he's doing that right now, other than to just piss me off. It's not even like, you know, like really cute. Oh, we're burdened. It's not even like really cute chirping where you can hear like a bird chirping. You're like, oh, it's actually a really nice sound. He's just going like quack, 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 quack over and over just to be really freaking annoying. And I try to do something about it, but they're not going to listen to me. They hate my guts, even though I feed them and keep them alive and give them a good home. They don't really care. Now, luckily, we have a vehicle over here so we can put a bunch of the stuff inside. So, Bandit's behind the hotel. We searched the hotel. There was much not in there. Got all this. We kind of perused through there already. There was a second floor and apparently even a third floor to this, like, deli of some kind. But let me get my goods back over here. I'm not sure what I intend to keep out with only closing one door. Why not close both of them if you're worried? Nah, I'm just going to close one. They'll never think of going around and using the other door. They're not that smart. Sugar. But yeah, before we found the salt, that's what I wanted to talk about. Thank you so much. I have not been able to find salt since the first batch that I used for the meats, which is kind of crappy because you need salt in order to dry food. So I want to like definitely kill more bears so we can kind of like, turn their meat into jerky, and we have that, have that as a backup just in case things go bad. But so far I haven't been able to find salt until today, so now we have 2 salt, which is enough to at least get 4 batches of jerky. So I'm slightly happy about that, but I would like to find more before we do exit the premise here. Okay, so we're getting closer to where we saw those bandits. Now, I'm not sure, like, all I know there was a bandit camp on the road here. I'm not sure there's actually a bandit camp within the town itself. I wouldn't be surprised if there was, because this seems like a really perfect place for loot. And what is it bandits like? Well, they like loot. That's the reason why they're jerks. We have an opening in there. Okay. You're a store of some kind? Hey! Did I hear growling? No? A little bit of water in that bottle, that's good. One thing I would like to do is, instead of making the fridge, I would love to find the fridge and, like, move it. Ooh. Like, move it back. I mean, if we find a fridge over here, it would be nigh impossible to drag it back just because it's so freaking far from my base. Okay, there's zombies. I'm not sure if it's next or in here. I can't open this, so it's probably next door. Okay. Falcon, this is it. Got a ton of loot, though. Like, good God almighty, the amount of loot that we're getting right now is amazing. Oh, you guys have been pinned behind this, haven't you? So the only way to probably get in is through the back door. Giggity, giggity. Hello. Hello, good sirs. 3 of you in there, huh? Is there anything worth my time in there, though? Doesn't seem like there's much that I could see that's actually viable for me to go in there and risk my life. Risk my feathers, so to say. So I think for now we'll skip it. Alrighty, more components over here. Like, good God, we're gonna have a ton of things for building back home once I get back, assuming I get it back in one piece. So this alone has been pretty amazing. And chances are, I doubt we would have covered this entire thing right now in this one video. Stairs up and down, that's kind of weird. Alright, the bandits that we saw were somewhere over there behind the hotel, so we gotta be really careful whether there might be some in here, close by. Maybe in that street, for instance. You don't open. Any more salt would be great. Let's duck. Is that water? It's more sugar! I'm not sure what the sugar is for yet, but if I had to imagine, it's probably for liquor, right? Because I haven't made the moonshine still, and that's one of the few things that I am missing. But every other recipe thus far that I've run into does not require sugar, so I imagine it's probably to make booze. Which I guess is only to make bandages. But I have like plenty of bandages back home, so I'm not really sure how important the booze is in the game. When I already have like a ton of bandages. Okay, so that's going to probably be locked as well. Let's run through here. Let's take a little peek inside here. Everything's good. Alright. Well, unless the bandits are not patrolling, I think so far we're safe. But there's still plenty of town to cover. I have 2 stories in there to check out. Okay, Traveled pretty far. I'm lucky that the mist hasn't decided to drop here in the middle of nowhere. Because it's still... It's a zombie. Either upstairs or in there. Because I haven't found like a place that I'd like to hide at. Oh, good. Good texture over here. Good texture rendering. You wanna load in? You kinda loaded in. You're very blurry though. Can go in, good. Yeah, you boys are either inside of there or the second floor. We gotta find ourselves a window to take a little kind of a creeper peep in there. Because you can't just rush in. I see one moving and at least one standing by, so there's two. There's absolutely two in there. So the moment I pop that out, don't rush me. Which is a little bit troublesome, so we might go in there. But first, let's check out the first floor. Oh, you guys are mighty angry up there, huh? You hear the tasty human down below and you're thinking, I just want to get all up in that ass. Boost! Yeah, like, it's funny because they actually follow you above. So they're probably, like, walking towards this corner of the street, the room that they're in right now, just trying to get me. Of course, we have our Skyrim reference here, too. There's a lot of Easter eggs in this game, you keep your eyes open. Ooh. Painkillers and antibiotics. You don't mind if I do. So, like, the Skyrim shield, that's an Easter egg. We also have, like, the Dark Souls thing that I told you guys about. Alright, boys, what do you think? Do it? Sure, why not? Why not die just for a little bit of action? There's two at the very least. You want none, son? 9mm. Now, I'm hoping that doing that is not going to cause the bandits to be like, hey, somebody is here. Although we've already shot before, so technically speaking, they should already kind of be alerted. So we should probably peek out the windows to make sure they're not walking down the streets towards us or something like that. Was this worth it? Yeah. I mean, we got another M4. I think that's like the second one that I have now. Well, 3 if you count the one that Scott has. So we are once again loaded up. Salt ain't going nowhere, boys. That much I can tell you. Right now, I'm going to say that firewood isn't really too important to my endeavors, and probably this as well. I could always cut down trees back home and make that, so that's not really too important. I want the good stuff. Circuit boards. I think we have enough circuit boards now to make my... fridge. It's going to require a bunch of electronic scraps, but... Or, not electronic scraps. Well, we're going to need that too, but I also need a bunch of, like, metal scrap. And ingots, I believe. Which is the reason why I'm excited that we have so much of this right now. Alrighty, so far it's going pretty good. What time is it? It is afternoon time. I want to go dump this off to the car and continue my scavenging. So how about we start wrapping it up here, guys? We'll come back next episode, continue going through the town a bit more, and continue surviving. If you have any tips, as always, let me know. Once we're done here, I do plan to check out the military base at some point. Now, the problem right now with this is that, as much as I'm enjoying this game, Green Hell just released, which is another game I've been expecting. There's been a lot of like amazing games coming out recently. Green Hell being one of them. So I have that. I also have Dead Frontier 2. There's a bunch of like survival games right now towards the end of the month, so I need to like, kind of like manage what's going to be played and what's not. So if you guys are enjoying this and want to see more of this, do let me know in the comments. Leave me a thumbs up, and we'll continue going forward. Because right now, there's a lot of survival goodness out there. Alright, I'm going to go dump stuff off over here. We'll come back next episode. I had a weird frame drop suddenly. I hope that's nothing. Alright, I'll catch you guys next time.